Hey, indie filmmakers, I'm Nick Bodmer.
I'm Griffin Hammond, and on this week's episode, how video production introduced me to my wife, Amy. Happy Valentine's Day, Nick. You do not need to adjust your podcast listening device. If you are listening to this podcast, you are not hearing Nick speak right now. I'm talking to myself. And if you are watching this podcast on YouTube, you are seeing a video of Nick, but not hearing him. Let me give him a call right now, and I'll have him tell you what happened.
Hello, sir.
What exactly happened? Why can't we hear you on...
We had a little trouble with the recording, didn't we?
Yeah.
I'd like to blame you, but I guess it's really all on me. So we had our DIY recording set up. I tested it. It worked fine. You know, I took a little video, and I went and watched it, and audio sounded good with the headphones as a lav mic, but somehow when I went to record the real deal, totally silent audio track on the iPhone recording.
And I actually thought your DIY setup looked really ingenious. You were using like a mic stand?
It wasn't bad. Yeah, I was using a mic stand. I thought it was going to be pretty good. The test video worked well.
Yeah.
But I was also getting on a plane right after we were going to record, so I was really worried about having my phone as topped up as possible. So I was doing a lot of having it charge while I was testing and then unplugging it and plugging in the headset to do the recording. And I don't know, somehow it must have just gotten confused with the plugging and unplugging of power versus a headset all into the lightning port.
So you ended up with like a 36-minute video and no audio.
That's correct. Totally silent. And it was too bad because I thought I was pretty good on this episode.
Well, you know what we can salvage from this episode that was kind of the saving grace?
Is the Amy interview, right?
Yeah. We actually had Amy on the show.
Thank goodness.
So,
you know, to complete the I was going to say trifecta, but it's more like a quadfecta. I have Kristen here with me right now. Kristen, say hi.
Hello.
Hi, Kristen.
I like that this episode's kind of a family affair, which I think is nice.
Yeah. Hey, Kristen, could you say, roll the tape of Amy?
Say that again?
Big fail.
I need you to kick to the Amy segment.
What?
Say it. Say, roll the tape of Amy.
Oh, you want me to actually say it? Roll the tape of Amy.
Amy happens to be here today, so I should just bring on Amy as a special guest of the podcast. Here's Amy.
Hi. Hello.
Can you hear Nick?
Yeah. Hi, Nick.
So I was just mentioning that we met through filmfights.com.
We did.
What was the nature of that? How did we...
Well, I mean, it's a long story if we go all the way back to my friends making short films for Film Fights. You and your friends making short films for Film Fights.
This was back in 2003.
Yeah, this is my group of high school friends. And then when my family moved and I went to college, we ended up at the same college town together.
Yeah,
and
Illinois State University,
right,
where Nick was as well. Go ahead.
And then my friend Rex said, well, that's where Griffin goes to college. That's where Griffin lives. You have to meet each other. And I'd known of you because I'd watched your films. And actually I always thought like, oh, maybe I'll see him around campus. Like maybe I'll see him at I don't know, like an on-campus event or something. And then I did. I saw you at an improv show. And I was like, oh, I think that's him. And I even like nudged a couple of my friends like, I think I know him from the internet. And they were like, you're crazy. You know, that was kind of crazy. Like, you don't know any strangers from the internet.
Back in 2000, this was like 2005 or something. But yeah, we met in 2005. Back then, it was still weird to meet people on the internet. That wasn't like a thing, a cool thing yet.
You did what my friends did when we were in high school. And I was like, oh, this would be great because then I'll have a new friend. And then pretty quickly it's like, yeah.
Yeah, pretty much right away I was like, yeah.
And then I met all your friends and you met my friends and been together ever since.
Now that you know that Amy is a character that can be on the podcast, in the comments on YouTube, you can ask what questions you'd like to hear from her.
I do feel like, I'll tell one quick story, which is funny. It's more embarrassing about me than Griffin, which is that I remember going on dates with you. You know, I'd get like dressed up and we'd go out and we'd go to dinner. And I remember one specific time it was raining really hard and we walked into a restaurant called Flat Top Grill, where you like make your own noodle thing. And I was wearing these stupid like green moccasins and I slipped and fell right on my butt in the middle of the restaurant. And I was so embarrassed. I was like, oh no, he's gonna be so embarrassed of me. But you were so sweet about it. And then this just happened like 2 days ago, but Griffin and I went to grab a burger at a place raining really hard, and I walked into the restaurant and I knock over this tip jar that there's an acoustic guitar player, and I was like, oh no, but he knows how embarrassing I am. So, and he was very sweet again, and yeah, he's accepted.
I cleaned up the dollar bills, put them back in the tip jar. Didn't take any of them for myself.
No. Bye. Bye, Nick.
Also, I love you.
Oh, I love you too. Oh, we could have missed it. Let's do a better one. Bye.
Nick, you know what I think I'm going to do?
Tell me.
Because we have a really short episode. For those people that are listening, this is a bonus episode in the podcast, and then I'm going to rebroadcast our episode from a year ago.
Oh, Valentine's Day special number 1.
Yeah, episode 7 is about wedding films and our process. For those of you watching the video, you can click to go watch that video if you want.
All right. Well, I'm sorry I messed everything up this week, everybody. But, you know, these things happen when you're trying to DIY out in the field quickly without the right equipment.
You'll be home next week.
That is correct. Back where I should be. So
probably
it
no
won't happen
technical
again,
difficulties.
I promise.
All right. Well, I'll talk to you later.
See you later. Bye-bye.
Oh, hello. Wait, where are you?
In the car?
I can hear you like in some weird place. Oh, weird. I'm like hearing you in my headphones, but not in my AirPods. Oh, I think I know what's going on. This is not working right.